Welcome to Frequency Matters, the RF and microwave update. I'm Pat Hindle, and I'm here with my co-host Kristen Anderson. Last time we covered the March cable and connector supplement, and so this episode we cover the big April IMS issue. So we have a lot going on in this issue, a very large magazine. We cover the conferences with messages from the chairs, so that's the IMS, RFIC, and RFTAG conferences. We cover some of the special sessions, including the 5G panel session that Microwave Journal is organizing. And then we have a big new product section, and that's labeled by aisle, and it's next to a nice floor plan so you can find your way through the exhibition and note where those new products are. And we have a very interesting cover story, so we talk about Motorola, the whole history of Motorola, since it had such an impact on the Phoenix area where IMS is being held. And we cover the culture and the history and some of the spin-offs that affected the technology community there. It's written by Leonard Pelletier of Freescale and was previously a Motorola employee, so you really get an inside scoop on what it was like to be an employee there. How about on the product side?
Product side, we have 4 product features this month in the April issue. The first is interesting, covers 2 new measurement options in Keysight's FieldFox handheld analyzer. This is going to make cable testing in the field a lot easier. We also cover Anritsu's VectorStar VNA, which now addresses IMD measurements. IMST has a new release of their Empire XPU 3D EM solver, which has been optimized for new CPU architectures and will increase the simulation performance to approximately 8 G cells per second.
Oh.
And finally, MVG's Wave Studio software solution for OTA testing. Now with many new automated features that are just going to make it more time, cost, and user-friendly. So those are the 4 product features we cover this month.
Wow, good stuff.
Yep.
And we have a few technical features also that are very practical in nature. We have harmonic impedance matching by Mari Microwave. We have understanding fully differential amplifiers by Texas Instruments. And we have optimization of EVM performance and IQ modulators by Linear Tech. So those are very practical articles, and to go along with those we have a few design features also.
Excellent.
How about the tech briefs?
Tech briefs, we have 3. We cover Semigen's fixed attenuator pads, which feature precise resistor films and superior metallization, enabling the parts to have full side wraps for surface mount or onboard installation. We also cover Holsworth Instrumentation's RF synthesizer module, a broadband signal source providing spectral purity from sub-VHF through Q-band. Is that KU band? Q-band. And also Mecca's low PIM loads and attenuators, covering 698 megahertz to 2.7 gigahertz with typical VSWR of 1.1 to 1. So that's going to be an interesting read in the April issue. Yeah,
so big issue. Check out the April issue and get your IMS overload ahead of time.
Overload ahead of time. That's what it is.
So turning to the news, Microwave Journal was actually in the news. April 1st, we released our new video platform, so I'm very excited about this. We have over 600 videos already, and they're organized by product, by application, by company, and by event.
Yep.
And of course, there's a special channel just for Frequency
Matters. Good.
We did this in partnership with Keysight Technologies, and we are featuring their how to design an RF amplifier and the basics one. It's a 10-minute video, but they also have a whole series of these for different classes of amplifiers, and it includes a class E design where they take an actual Cree device and they go through the optimization process and show you exactly how it works. So really good practical videos of all links. We even put some of our webinars on there. So you can find those in our video sections under Multimedia for the main navigation, or you can go directly by going to videos.microwavejournal.com.
I like that video page, how it takes you sometimes right into their facility, and you can see how they're working and how they're developing and what their products can do.
Yeah.
Very practical and fun to get that inside look. So I have news to share as well. Of course, it was announced late last week, another acquisition.
Yep,
Surprise of all surprises. Mari Microwave has acquired Antiverta Microwave. And this is really going to be helpful to Mari Microwave's customers. It's going to give them faster and more accurate measurements because of Antiverta's mixed signal active load pull methodology, as well as their wideband impedance control. So it's going to be a nice thing for Mari's customers to take faster and more accurate measurements.
Yeah, lots of stuff going on as usual.
Yep. Yep.
Moving on to events. This week we have the Brooklyn 5G Summit in New York, and next week is WWAMICon and EDICon. So a lot of us from Microwave Journal will be in Beijing for EDICon, fast approaching.
Yep.
And of course, we're a little more than a month away from the big IMS show as our cover feature and issue covers. So we thought we would maybe give you a quick tour of the IMS exhibition hall, since there's about 600 companies exhibiting.
Yeah.
It can be a labyrinth to find your way around that. So
Sure is.
let's
It's a
take
big
a look
show.
at that now. So here we are in front of the IMS 2015 floor plan for the exhibition in Phoenix, and you can see we kind of have a V shape going on here. Thought you'd just give you a quick look so you can navigate your way around and maybe save yourself some time. The center aisle is very wide, and that's where a lot of the big companies are centered around that wide aisle. And then as you go out on the wings, there's some other things out at the ends. So you can see the test and measurement companies and software companies are concentrated in the middle of the V here. We have Keysight and Ritsu, Rohde & Schwarz, and National Instruments for test and measurement. And on the software side, we have ANSYS, Sonnet, CST, and of course again Keysight. How about some of the components and
semiconductors? Okay, so we can start with Synergy over here. Then we get Qorvo, Teledyne, and Skyworks, sort of right up the middle aisle. And if we go to the right side, we have MACOM, AR, RF microwave, ADI, Cobham. Who else do we have over there? Freescale mini circuits.
And Peregrine.
And Peregrine. All the component semiconductor companies, I guess, seem to be clustered in that area.
Yep, a little bit on each side.
Yep.
And then if we think about PCB materials, we have Rogers back here. We have Taconic and Rogers Arlon and Isola all in this area right here. And out at the outer portion of it, there's a university pavilion, and also the interactive forum is down here.
Yep, and if you go to the far right, the STEM program is a big area to the right here, and the wearables pavilion, is that new this year?
Yeah, that's new this year. So they're concentrating on wearables
Yeah.
and 5G, which are big topics, and we'll have our special session on 5G.
That should be very interesting. Is that going to be over at the wearables? Or?
We will be at the
that's
MicroApps
Micro
Theater.
Apps,
So
okay.
another place to note is the MicroApps will be running every day in the back of the V here. So that about wraps it up for your quick tour of IMS 2015.
Okay, so I think that about wraps up this episode of Frequency Matters. We'd like to thank our sponsor, Mini Circuits, online at minicircuits.com, and we'd like to thank you for watching. We hope you'll join us again for the next episode of Frequency Matters.